some simple stability exercises for you today. So you're going to begin laying on your back with your arms along by your sides and your knees bent with your feet on the floor. And then you'll rotate your pelvis back a little bit so that your low back flattens a little bit towards the floor. And you'll pull in your low belly so that, like, right below your belly button, there's this kind of belt-shaped muscle, and you're going to engage there throughout the exercises that we'll do. So now, when you exhale, pick your feet up off the floor. And then when you inhale, extend your right leg to straight and reach your left arm up overhead. And then when you exhale, bend your knee and lower your arm. And then when you inhale, extend your left leg and reach your right arm overhead. And so we'll do this with the breath alternating a few times. So when you exhale, you can continue to engage your low abs. And when you inhale, extend through your arm and leg and flatten your low back a little bit more towards the floor. So you're kind of working on keeping your core engaged in all directions while stretching as long as you can when your arms go up and down. And after you've done that a couple times, now when you inhale, do both. So reach your arms overhead and stretch through your legs. And then when you exhale, bend your knees again. So remember to focus on that pulling the belly in when you exhale. And when you inhale, think about kind of getting longer, stretching more, while keeping the back of your body in contact with the floor. So it does require like a little bit of engagement of the muscles of the core. And it's a nice way to get warmed up with your body and your mind. It takes a little focus to control your arms and legs. And then you can bend your knees and set your feet back down on the floor. And now we'll do a couple bridge lifts here. So have your knees bent and your feet are pretty close to your hips. If this bothers your knees at all, you can move your feet away from your hips a little bit. And your palms can stay down by your sides. And then when you inhale, press down with your feet and lift your hips up. And when you exhale, lower back down. And as you do this, you can feel the strength in your legs, helping to lift your hips up, and particularly the muscles in the backs of the legs, your hamstrings and the backs of your thighs and your glutes across the back of your hips. And when you lift up, keep your abs engaged a little bit, so you'll kind of pull your upper abs together to keep your ribs closed. And you'll do that one last time and stay lifted. And so as you're here, again, it's kind of imagine all of your belly squeezing in towards the center line of your spine. And so you're just practicing feeling engaged all from your hips to your shoulders. And then when you exhale, you'll lower back down. And then we get a little fancy with the next one. So you'll pick up your knee, either one, we'll do both. And keep that knee in towards your chest. And now when you inhale, lift your hips. And stay there for a couple breaths. So you'll learn very quickly which is your stronger side and which is your weaker side. And then when you exhale, lower down. So you don't have to go very far with the hips. So the idea is just to feel the work in one side of the leg and glutes and hips. And exhale, lower down. So maybe just like 2 breaths, 3 times. And so this is really just kind of an idea to kind of feel the strength in your legs and hips. And exhale down and kind of warm up those big muscles a little bit. And we'll do the other side. So foot presses down when you inhale, lift up, and stay lifted for a couple breaths. And this is also practicing stabilizing around the hips and low back. And exhale back down. And 2 more times on this side. And so this is a great warm up for the legs and the core without doing anything standing. And a good preparation for dance because it is helping to practice a nice, strong, and stable posture. And then exhale back down. And then once you come down, you can bring both knees into your chest a little bit to relax the glutes and stretch the low back. And thanks for watching. See you later.